Recently, I got a message from my colleague that was asking me about how couples can relocate together to the UK, if it is even possible at all, and all that. And she also requested that I make a video about it. So in today's video, I'm going to be addressing all of that. Is it possible to travel with your partner? What are the factors that you need to consider before making such decision, and other things that will unfold, in the course of this video. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jumoke. If this is your first time of watching my video, please don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my uploads. So in case you don't know, my husband and I came into the UK together. We didn't necessarily board the same flight or arrive on the same day, but I feel like since it was the same week, you can still say that we came in together, and I believe that answers the question. So yeah, you can come into the UK as a couple, like together, or one person can come before the other. Firstly, everything I'll be saying will mostly relate to coming to the UK to work full-time. For example, maybe as a nurse, as a healthcare worker, or any other thing like that. But I believe there are some parts of this video that will also be helpful to those coming in to study and all that. I'm going to leave links to some channels that are popping up on the screen right now. I'll leave the links in the description box so you can check them out, because these are people that came in as students and they also came in with their dependent, or simply because they have more information about it. So that's why I'll be leaving the links to their channel. So please do well to check them out if you are looking for info regarding that. And also don't forget, like I mentioned in my last video, which is going to be linked up in case you haven't seen it yet, for any type of query at all, any type of information at all you are looking for, you can always visit www.gov.uk. That's like UK government's official website, where you can get every information regarding migration, traveling, and all of that. So yeah, don't forget to check that out for more info or for your own personal research. According to the UK government, you can bring in your partner, either married or married partner, into the UK with you, as long as you are able to prove that both of you have been married or you have been in a relationship for at least 2 years as at the time of applying for the visa. So as for me and my husband, we had been married for about 4 months before we applied for our visa, and we did not have any issue at all. We did not have no issues, with the application. So I believe whether you've been married for few months or many years, I think that is not going to affect your application in the wrong way, as long as you are able to provide the necessary proof that is needed before applying for the visa. So coming in as a nurse, as soon as you get your offer and your employer starts processing your COS, that is the certificate of sponsorship, you can ask them to please certify maintenance for you and your dependents, because if they certify maintenance for only you, then that means when it is time for your partner to apply, or your dependent, as the case may be, when it is time for them to apply, they will need to show proof of funds before they can apply for their own visa. And in some other cases, some employers do that like automatically. They certify maintenance for their employees and dependents, automatically. But I believe it's just safe to ask them, so that in any case they don't do it automatically, then you can request for that and they're going to tick yes for you and your dependents. And if your employer agrees to do that, so that means the part that states in your COS, if they are going to certify maintenance for you and your dependents, that means that part is going to be ticked off. Either it's going to be ticked off, or it's going to show why, or something, just something similar to what is showing on the screen right now. Make sure you check your COS, check that part as soon as you get it, so that you know that okay, you won't have any troubles, or your partner will not have to show any proof of funds while applying for their own visa. Now that this is settled, let's talk about accommodation. So I know that most employers now, either NHS or care home, they usually provide accommodation for their overseas employees, that are just coming in, at least for the first few weeks, or maybe up till after their OSCE. Usually this accommodation will be for just one person, which means if you come in with your dependent or your partner, both of you will not be able to stay in that accommodation. So what this means is that you will have to get a place for your partner, or get a place for both of you. And don't forget, like, this is your first few weeks and you are probably supposed to be studying for your OSCE, or you should be planning to resume in your new place of work. And I promise searching for accommodation in the UK is not the easiest thing at all. So you may want to reconsider that, you get. But then one of the ways to go about this is if you have a family or a friend that is willing to accommodate you for the first few weeks here in the UK before you get a place of your own. But this is not Nigeria, or I don't know, depending on the country you're watching this from, where you can just maybe call someone a day before visiting them, or just show up at their doorstep and be like, hey, I'm here. So in this case, I believe before leaving your home country, you need to have told this person, maybe family or friend, that you would like to be at their side for so number of days or weeks and all that. And please make sure that they have accepted to house you, and please constantly remind them that you're coming so date, your flight is so date and all that, so that when you get here you won't be stranded, because that's not going to be funny at all. So you may start wondering, so Jimmy, how did you do your own then? Well, like I said earlier, we came in the same week, but his friend was kind enough to accommodate him for some weeks, if not even up to a month, before we eventually rented our own place. So shout out to him and his family for doing that. So moving away from that, I don't really know about care homes, but for NHS, for most trusts that I know of, they usually have hospitals in different sites. So mine has hospitals across like 3 different sites. So that means I could have been posted to any of these towns or places. Imagine if I got an apartment for myself and my husband in, say, town A, and the hospital ends up posting me in town C. So that means I need to like start looking for a new place in town C. I need to move, I need to look for house, I need to be shuffling up. Like, it's just a whole lot of stress. So think about it. I really don't think it's advisable to do that if you're thinking about it in terms of the stress, in terms of the cost, in terms of the time wasted you get. So I don't think it's advisable to do at all. Now, I know some people may want to explore the options of, maybe Airbnb or bed and breakfast till they know when they are posted to a particular site or to a particular town, or, something like that. But how cost effective is that? And do you know how long, do you know how many weeks it will take your hospital to post you to another place? With everything that has been said, I believe you now know about the factors to consider when bringing in your partner. Either you guys are coming one after the other, or you are coming together. So please, let's continue the conversation in the comments. I would really love to hear your thoughts about it. Let me know what has worked for you or what you intend doing. And if you have learned one thing or two in this video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. That shows that you actually liked the video. Before I end this video, I would like to thank you for your engagement on my last video. It has been doing so well, which probably means that you guys like it. I don't know, but yeah, if you are yet to see the video I'm talking about, is definitely linked in the description box, and it's going to pop up on the screen right now. Thank you so much for watching always. Please keep sharing my videos to people that you think need to see them, and I'll see you in my next one. Airbnb or bread and I said bread, which is you, the main applicants, or which is you town A, like Yoruba factor, H factor. So yeah, imagine if